Here is a look at your gap and go trades for the week of March 23rd through the 27th. I will go over price targets on the 5-minute time frame, have a gap recap from March 16th through the 20th, and update the chart as well. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. First up is Nike. We ended the week at $52.37, down 2%. This is where we are to the north side, takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at roughly 53.05. At 3 standard deviations, that will take us to 53.42. And at 4 standard deviations, $53.81. This is a take profit area as well as here and here. Now we are at the middle of the trend, but just to be precise, that is the line. I will change that to this blue at 52.27. We could chop sideways or continue our downward path. Now to the south side of this area takes us to -2 standard deviations, another level of support and a potential buy-in area at 51.51. Below that, 51.12 and $50.72. Looking left, we started the past week here, went up to resistance, went sideways, fell back down to support, and then made our way down, basically following this line. But we did have a pop right here. This is support. We bounced up, bounced off of a line I drew for the middle of the trend for the week of Monday the 16th. And looking ahead, we are in a downward channel still, but by the end of the week, the middle of the trend could take us to $48.45. Next up is Tsly. We ended the week at $29.74, down 2.49%. The middle of the trend takes us to roughly $29.80. We could chop sideways or continue our path downward. 2 standard deviations takes us to 30.57. 3 SD 30.93. This gap opens at 31.05. At 4 standard deviations, which I do not expect that we will reach this level on Monday, but that would be 31.32. And eventually the gap will close out 31.71. One level of support, many levels in between -2 and 2. 29.05, 28.66, 28.29. And by the end of the week, the middle of the trend could take us to roughly 26.24. Looking left, we started the week right here. What happened? We gapped up, chopped sideways. This is resistance off of this line that I drew. This is resistance as well. We dropped after that, back down to support, bounced up a little bit, just grinding sideways, and then the leg down here. This is resistance, sold off, and then we could hit this area and then rebound, but we're already starting to go up on the RSI. Now I need to clean up multiple gaps here that I've already called out. This gap touched right there on Thursday. This is no longer in play to the south side. So we opened up here and then reversed course touching this area. It bounced off of here, but did not close till here. And this one also touched on Thursday the 19th, oops, as well as this one, and this baby gap to the south side on Thursday as well, delete. Took a while to get there. This started opening up on the 9th, again closed on the 19th. And what happened here? I never cleaned up this gap. This other one here closed. I'm not going to mark it out. Oops, wrong thing. Delete. And this one touched actually right here. Congrats if you went long and you made some money. Oh, I forgot about this gap. So we gapped down, so this will need to turn red, excuse me, green. Let's turn back on the magnet. And that will take us to roughly, turn off the magnet because it's getting wonky. That's what I need. 32.68. Okay, and that looks good. We have this gap that will take us to 33.58 eventually, and I think that is it for the gaps to the downside. All right, that took a little longer than I anticipated. Next up is bowing. So we are here on Friday. We got slammed. The market did. Okay, the middle of the trend is now right there. This, ignore all the purple lines. That line and all the other purple ones I marked out in 2025. So this is the new color, and to the north side takes us to 197.54, 199.37, 201.23, and this gap will take us to 205.77. Do I have more up here? Yeah, 230.39. We are in a downward channel on the 5 still. To the south side, 190.42 support, 188.37 another level of support, as well as this area at 186.72, also a potential buy-in area, a potential stop loss area. We have these gaps to get down to. All right, and I think I already gave you that. Right, the outer band, yeah, roughly 186.56-ish, 57. And previously we were here, we gapped up, gave it back. This is resistance, fell back down to support, at least one level, chopped sideways, and oh, we closed out this one. I extended right. I have no idea when we're going to touch, and it touched right there on Thursday the 19th. Many gaps, it seems, appears to have closed on the 19th. Oh, and this one as what? Oh no, this one is still in play to down here. It touched here, but did not complete the, the fill. By the end of the week, our middle of the trend could get to 169.41. Yikes. You would think the war in Iraq would be good for Boeing, but apparently not. All right, the next one, option R, is going to be Rivn. So we are here. The middle of the trend is now here. I will delete this line since we're so close to it, and I marked that out on, what? It got wonky. That's Monday, excuse me, Friday. Oh, is this off? Yeah, that should be right. Say, I've done this so many times that it looked off. Okay, there we go. That I drew out for the week of Monday the 2nd. So that is done. Let's get rid of it. I don't need these lines at all. It just shows you where we have been and where we could be headed. But what did I just do? Oh, that's up here. All right, so that's resistance, a take profit area, or an area that we could grind sideways. 2 standard deviations is 1595. I should stop right there. If we get lucky and get to the outer bands, the outliers, 1627 and 1660. 1479, 1431, 1395. This gap, this monster gap here, still in play, taking us down to 1403. This gap closed on Thursday, taking us down to roughly 1566. So we have a gap to 1252, 1138, and I think that is the end of it, which is good. Close them all out. The middle of the trend by the end of the week, 1429 maybe, the outer band, 1297, 1563-ish. Final one. Neo is now at the bottom of the leaderboard. Last week, the previous week, it was the top up here. All right, let's give you some targets. I had an extremely busy week, so this is the first time I've done a video for all week. This resistance line is 554, 571, 578, and that will close out at 588. To the south side, because there's always a south side, 537, 529, and roughly 521. The yellow lines are lines I marked in 2024. So what happened the previous week? So we started here, we gapped up, sold off a little bit, bounced back up to resistance, kind of went sideways, a leg down, sideways, another leg down, and then a bounce. This is resistance. You see the sell-off, blazed right through the middle of the trend and found our footing. Let me make this a little bit better, right about here, going sideways now. Let's clean this up. That closed right there on Friday, not Thursday. Delete. And this one touched on Friday as well. I need that gone. And this gone. And this one. On Wednesday, that took us down to roughly 586. And this one at 608 closed right there on Monday out of the gate from previously. Okay, and what happened? Okay, that's done. All right, I think we're looking pretty good. Oh, this one closed Monday the 2nd, delete. Oops, wrong thing. And what else do I need to tidy up? This one is still in play. And that is it. All right, that is a look at Neo, Rivn, Boeing, Tsly, and Nike. And if there is a stock that you would like me to go over, please let me know and have a fantastic trading week. I will get to some more videos this week as well. Have a good one.